Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I, Yash Chandra, welcome you all to my YouTube channel Astro Know Me. In the past, whenever there has been a major transit of planets in the solar system, I have always cautioned my audience through some video and the after effects of those transits. So, this time, God of time, justice, and punishment, Lord Saturn, is going to become retrograde for the period 17th of June to 4th of November 2023. That is for a period of 140 days. It is interesting to know that the Lord of all planets, Lord Jupiter, will also become retrograde for a period of 2 months, that is 4th of September to 21st of December. So, two important planets in the solar system, that is Jupiter and Saturn, will become retrograde for 2 months simultaneously. For those of you who would like to know the meaning of retrograde, it means that when a planet starts moving in a backward direction and not in the forward direction, it is called in a retrograde position. All the 7 planets, they move forward, but the 2 planets, Rahu and Ketu, they are always moving in retrograde position. They are always moving backwards, and they are Papgrahas also. Saturn is currently in Shadbisha Nakshatra, which is the nakshatra of Lord Rahu, and it will be moving into Dhanishta Nakshatra after 15th of October. Since Saturn is in the nakshatra of Shadbisha, which is Rahu's nakshatra, and Rahu being a malefic energy, it is important that you do not enter into an unnecessarily argument with anybody, especially a political argument or an argument which is not conclusive in nature. It is going to unnecessarily cause unpleasantness between both the parties. So, stay away from any kind of arguments, even there is a certain amount of anger into you. People who are currently running Lord Shani Mahadasha or Shani Sadesati or Shani Adhaiya or Rahu Mahadasha will be impacted by this transit of Saturn, the retrograde position of Saturn. So, if you are running either of the Saturn or Rahu Mahadashas or Shani Sadesati or Adhaiya, you have to be very careful. Well, in Vedic astrology, they say that all the Pap Grahas, when they become retrograde, normally it does not give very good result. That is, it will make you run from post to pillar, and the meetings or the running around will not be so successful. It will be rather stressful and frustrating, especially for people in sales and marketing. My friends in sales and marketing, my friends who are trying to build a career through lead generation, sales and marketing, etc., they might find it a difficult period because Saturn, as it is, makes you work very hard, and when it becomes retrograde, it's going to make your life a little more difficult. Saturn, as we all know, is a planet of delay, hardship, and especially if you're running a Mahadasha, you will experience that to conclude one deal, you may have to travel unnecessarily, or the person whom you wanted to meet, who you had already had an appointment with him, he may cancel the meeting, or he may not be available for the meeting. So, you may experience these things, delays or cancellation of meetings or running from post to pillar for one simple thing. Retrograde also means that some past karma has been pending, and you have been specifically called upon to complete that karma, because it is moving one house earlier, one house before. So, naturally, it means that there has been some karma which was left pending, and this is the time to complete that karma. This is the time God wants you to complete that work which you had intentionally or unintentionally left it uncompleted. But the good news is that since Saturn is currently in its own Rashi, that is Aquarius, that is Kumbh Rashi, and it is moving backwards in Capricorn, which is also its own Rashi, so things will not be so bad. Uh, but of course, that element of delay will always be there. So, nothing much to worry about, because uh, Saturn, if he had moved to Mangal Rashi, for example, Vrishchik or Aries, then it would have been a matter of concern. But in this case, it is moving from its own Rashi Aquarius, in which it was extremely comfortable, back to Capricorn, which is also its own Rashi, but Saturn is supposed to be more comfortable in Aquarius. Whenever Saturn is retrograde, you should be careful of any kind of old disputes, old legal complications, something which you thought had been concluded, something which you thought was over, some enmity, some uh, legal issue, legal file, that may suddenly erupt, that may suddenly come up without knocking the door. You would not have expected that to happen, but it may suddenly, you may receive some letter, some email asking to settle the old dispute. So be watchful about that. Especially stay away from any kind of unproductive arguments, any arguments, any futile arguments which may lead to some kind of enmity, some kind of a bitterness, some kind of unpleasantness. So that also you will experience. Now, this video specifically I am talking about three Rashis, that is Kanya Rashi, Tula Rashi and Dhanu Rashi, that is Virgo, Libra and Sagittarius. Please mind that I am only talking about how these Rashis have been played in your Chandra Kundli, that means the position of sun in your, the position of moon in your horoscope, and not by Western astrology. Some people get confused that yes, I am a Capricornian because I was born in December and January. That is not the case. It depends upon the position of moon into your horoscope, and that is how we determine your Rashi. So, this prediction and this general prediction is based on that and not as per Western astrology. Virgo, Kanya Rashi, it is a Dvi Swabhav Rashi, that is, it has two natures. That person has two types of nature, or double faced in the right sense people. So, currently Kanya Rashi people, they have Saturn in their sixth house. Whenever Saturn is there in the sixth house, it is considered to be a Raj Yoga, because any Papgra in the sixth house will defeat your enemies, will end legal matters, will take away all the small kinds of diseases. It will not allow any disease to affect you unnecessarily. So, it's a very powerful Raj Yoga. So, currently you are enjoying that. So, Saturn is there in your sixth house, but it will move back into your fifth house, because one house before sixth is fifth. In its retrograde position, it will move back into fifth house in Capricorn. You may be subject to new network, new assignments. You may get some new kind of work. Your position in office, your designation in office may get changed. Your portfolio may get changed, but you will definitely be subjected to new assignments and uh, you know new environment, office environment. You may end up spending money on your children's education. Uh, you may also end up in some kind of a separation with your child, in terms of you being in one city and your child going for studies into some other city. So that is also called as partial separation. That may also happen. The good part is that in Vedic astrology, 1, 5, 9 are supposed to be Lakshmi houses. So the moment Saturn moves into your fifth house, it is moving into your Lakshmi house, one of the Mool Trikon houses, which is good for you. Um, it is a very good period for lawyers, doctors, and educationists. They will definitely boom in this period. Long distance travel is on the cards, so keep your suitcase ready. As a remedy, you should praise Lord Shiva and Lord Hanuman. Especially Bajrang Barn or Hanuman Kavach will surely help you with any side effects. Now I will come to Libra, that is Tula Rashi, one of the most stable Rashis in our Vedic astrology. Very balanced people, Tula Rashi people. So this is a good period for acquiring properties or real estate, because Saturn is currently in your fifth house, Mool Trikon, and then it is moving to fourth house. Fourth house denotes your real estate, assets, properties, happiness from real estate. So, Tula Rashi people, you may find them acquiring properties, but try to acquire a ready to move in property and not, something which is under construction or something which is yet not completed. Good expansion in work and income, new contacts, good results out of your karma. Your God is going to bestow His blessings to you. Some pending work may get completed, and it will improve your luck and fortune. So, this is a good period for Tula Rashi in all. As far as Dhanu Rashi is concerned, the lord of which is Jupiter. So, for Dhanu Rashi, Saturn will be transiting from your third house to second house. Both the houses are representations of speech and communication. Dhanu Rashi people, you may find them being very serious in their speech, serious in their outlook, because when Saturn sits in the second house or in the third house, such people are found to be very cautious before they speak. They think twice before uttering any words. So, there will be a very serious outlook in their nature. As Saturn will also be a part of the second house, and second house is for your family assets. You may find some big addition into your family asset. You may acquire some big asset in this period, that is for the next 140 days. Your travel will increase immensely, because third house is also the house of travel, but relationship with your younger siblings may get a little disturbed. It may get a little on the wrong foot. So, avoid any confrontations with younger siblings, younger brothers and sisters. Do not indulge yourself. This I am talking about Dhanu Rashi. And third house is also the house of Parakrama, bravery. This will surely increase your Parakram. So, sports people, very good for them. This will activate, this transit of Saturn will activate your luck, fortune, father, religious deeds, and long distance travel, because it also aspects the ninth house, and these are the representations of ninth house. So, all in all, ladies and gentlemen, retrograde position of a Pap Grah like Saturn is not supposed to be very good. Like I said, key points: stay away from any kind of unhealthy arguments, political arguments, unsolicited arguments. Do not make any new investments for the next 140 days. Especially, it is told that in the first 3 weeks of the planet being retrograde, you do not invest into any new venture, especially except for some rashis which I have mentioned particularly. Do not start any new work. And also the Ashada period will also be coming, and you will be experiencing the Ashada period just before the festivals start. So, just before your Raksha Bandhan, the complete period is Ashadam. So, all in all, you will experience delay into your any kind of assignments. Be mentally prepared for any kind of delay, and any kind of old disputes, old legal matters may suddenly erupt. So, that is all from my side. I hope you find this video useful, especially the 3 rashis which I spoke about. Till the time we meet again, I am signing it off for now. For those of you who have not subscribed my YouTube channel, that is Astronomy, I humbly request you to please subscribe, because your subscription encourages us to bring back to you more informative videos like this. So, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day ahead.